What's up, people? Welcome back to the show. So those were the new intros, and before we started off, I had a little thing with these guys. I said I'll give them exempt from the Phantom Zone. LDG is there smiling like he knows what it is. But if anybody can give me the name of the song for the countdown, or the name of the artist, and or the song for the intro, they get exempt from the Phantom Zone. So I'm gonna start off with Chris. Give me the name of the song of either one. Or the name of the artist, the second one. You're muted. Can't hear you.
Sorry, I was muted over here.
No problem.
He was too busy playing every song on YouTube to double check.
Oh, no.
Like you did, LDG?
No, I didn't need to. I know my shit.
Okay.
Well, I know it.
Yeah,
It's
whatever.
off, whenever I heard him say DMX, I was like, okay. And it's off of the album.
Shouldn't have said nothing.
Well, it's like off the album, like Year of the Dog again.
Okay, so this is why I said the name of the song for the
wait.
countdown.
Just
Go
chill.
ahead.
Just chill. The album Year of
Do
the Dog.
do do
again.
do 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 do.
I run something. It's fuck. And there's like 3 versions.
All right.
There's a clean version, but it's the dirty version, probably.
That's like half the songs in rap, for God's sake.
Well, no. Here's the thing. When I play a lot of the stuff I play, you gotta understand. A lot of the stuff I play, it's just they come up and they say this because I play schools and stuff like that. So I gotta remember.
All right, just for the record, before you even where it's
I don't know
right here.
What?
Just say I don't know and pass.
Okay, go ahead. I just want to make sure that I have on record that I gave Anzo the answer before anyone said anything, because I know my DMX.
You sent me the answer?
Yeah, I
just
did.
said the answer.
Where did you send it?
And Twitter. You think I'm gonna let these guys see that?
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see how you playing now. What the fuck, bro?
Dude, I don't know. You guys got amnesty last time, okay? It's my fucking LDG's turn, okay?
Well, yeah, because we know
He's gonna kick himself when he hears the answer, unless he thinks.
I think it's. Is it I Run Shit?
Okay, so is that your final answer?
Yeah, I Run Shit. It's off the Year of Dog again, and yeah, I Run Shit.
Danny,
it's the dirty version, though, isn't it?
Danny? Oh, I gotta let everybody pick before I tell you if you're right or wrong.
I know it's DMX. I've had to guess. We in here. I don't know.
Okay. JJ?
Yeah, I might have to go with Chris. I run shit.
LDG?
I'm gonna take it a step further. I'm gonna say it's I Run Shit, the clean version.
Check you out, Mr. Whatever version.
And Eli.
The only thing I can poke at to hopefully get something, man. Okay.
If you got it right, if that's what you said, and we get it right, we're all out of it. It doesn't matter if it's a clean version or the dirty version. I'm just going dirty because I think that
you said dirty. You didn't say jack squat.
Eli,
I might also just hang out with Zod because.
What?
And
the fuck you
I'm going
just
to tell you right now, I can probably no, it won't be there yet. But I have to go in and do all the copyright claims on this damn stuff.
Yeah, it's going to be here for this one. I know.
I know, and I've caught a couple, or I've done a couple of them already. But
really,
yeah, I've sent in disputes.
Okay.
I'll send in all the disputes. I got to catch up with all the description stuff and all that. It's going to take some time, but
okay. So I will say that Chris, and because JJ listened to Chris and LDG, you guys were right. It's I Run Shit by DMX.
Clean or dirty version.
Okay, for the record, Chris listened to me.
No,
okay,
he said DMX, and I'm
the
like,
one who said DMX.
Here's the thing. Yes, okay. But here's the thing. When I was listening to it, and I can't remember the name of the song. That's the one I was like sitting there going like, what the fuck is it? There is a Tech 9 song that starts out very similar to that. Mm-hmm. And we were talking Tech, last time? last week?
Yeah.
And I was like, I think he's trying to trick me. Now the next one though, that beat, it's like that one gets me. I'm like, man,
I told you, it sounded like the coup at the beginning of this. The countdown sounded like the coup.
The intro
Yeah.
is Chameleonaire, and it's Turn It Up
Yeah.
from Chameleonaire. So
that's
there we
difficult
go.
because there's no variation in that beat.
I'm
Beat was
gladly going to the
constant,
Phantom
so it was very
Zone
hard.
for that.
I didn't want to hang out with Zod.
I was trying to put Southern Takeover, but I couldn't get the beat to match up right.
And LEG, thank you for sending me on the right direction.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
I know.
Last time I opened my fat mouth. God, dang, I could've been the only one.
Zip it.
All I can say is, seeing is that Danny did not get the right
Oh
answer.
no.
And I still remember yesterday. Click. Just so you know, I still remembered yesterday, brother. What's up, Austinator?
Okay.
What's up, Positive Candor?
You know
What's up? Yeah, go ahead.
You know what show is next?
Yeah, it's okay. I'm not worried. Who's playing the
Saturday
DMX in the
would be a
background?
good.
Not me.
Not me.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's Chris.
No, it's Danny.
Danny.
See, you put a little DMX vibe, and now everybody want to
Look
listen
at DMX,
to
bro. I
DMX.
freaking love
You know?
DMX.
So
How many songs am I going to have on this
Commander
one?
Dada. Oh, don't worry, there'll be more. What up, Terrence?
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys came in and joined.
You know, there are multiple chat windows going on multiple streams, so there's chat going on.
It's all good. It's all good.
But
Yeah,
I
but
can't get to all of them, so.
you're probably gonna have to do a lot of talking to YouTube for this one. So
That's all
everybody,
right. I do it a
Yeah, I
lot.
can't get to all of them,
that's
so.
good. You're gonna have to
Just
show
heard
me how to
myself.
do it.
There was a couple questions on one of them. I think it was just the intro that you did, but what we'll do is I'll get you on there. I'll show you how to do it, and yeah, we'll work that out. It'll be another time, but
So you guys know how the show works. I appreciate everybody that came in. We have 3 topics where we discuss with this panel here. We are missing Mad Mardigan today, but I'm pretty sure he'll show up when he's ready, or if not, next week. But with that being said, before we get into our first topic, we do have, of course, the honorable mentions. And I think I did pretty good this time. I think I have an honorable mention for everybody. The only problem
It's
is
been a while since I've been on. I've actually been kind of okay with that.
I'm sure you have. But honorable mention number 1. And this goes out to JJ. Now, were you?
Why am I going first?
Because you were begging for one last week, bro. So I said I'm going to give you one.
I got one last week. What the
that
hell?
ain't a bad one.
So you got another one. So now, were you guys as surprised as I was when you found out that JJ knew who Busta Rhymes was?
I was
Everybody knows
Absolutely.
what Busta Rhymes is.
Yeah, so was I.
shocked.
So everybody knows what it is.
Absolutely not.
I mean, even
Yeah.
my skin turned a shade whiter.
Hey, bro.
It's like asking
I love
Khloe
I love you, bro.
Kardashian.
You look like a country
Kardashian.
country music lover.
No, hold on, Danny. Hold on.
Wait. JJ.
What?
Let me set the record straight on this.
Okay,
I have done how many episodes of Name That Tune with you?
quite a few.
This guy, I would say 90% of the songs I play, and I have not just played white boy rap stuff. I have played other stuff that nobody else can get, and he'll be in the chat. Done, and he'll have it. This guy knows music, okay? So don't. I mean, it's like me. Don't over. I mean, I'm whiter than he is. Come on.
Well, yeah,
That's only because I taught him how to color correct on his camera.
well, that's okay.
Oh.
Chris,
Well,
I
I
said
try to
this
do it,
earlier.
but it just doesn't ever actually get it.
I said this earlier, but I'm gonna say it to Chris because it's appropriate because I'm looking at the lighting right now. Chris is so white he makes Rice really jealous. Okay, He's almost glowing. You know, it's like that ego.
Yeah, it makes his cheeks like this guy's related to fucking Santa Claus with them cheeks. I'm telling you.
Yeah. No, but Danny, I listen a little bit of everything. A little country, a little 80s. I love the 80s, 90s, even some of the 2000s. All genres, pop, country, rap.
I
like it all, man.
I judged the book by the cover. I'll say I did. I apologize. I was wrong.
I wasn't surprised. I mean, JJ knows his shit. If he doesn't know anything, he'll admit it's like, hey, I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, damn right.
Yeah, if he knows his shit, he'll say it.
Now, honorable mention number 2. I don't know if you guys know, but Donnie loves a TikTok, right? So with all of the TikToks Donnie be sending, and if you guys haven't got them, be glad because he goes off on them. Do you think that he is an old, dirty bastard? Yes.
I don't do TikTok. I don't go on TikTok. I only watch videos people post on TikTok and Twitter. I haven't seen Danny, so I'm like, well, I haven't seen any of Danny's.
It is a lot of good stuff on TikTok.
Oh, I agree with you.
I will keep it to myself if it is offending people.
Oh, it's not offending anybody. No, not at all. I was just saying, you know.
But I watch it every day.
I think yes, because I know what you're talking about, Anza.
Yeah, I think yes too.
Yeah. I just noticed something that I'm only have the balls to say because I'm actually immune for being from Phantom Zoned. But I like to add my own honorable mention.
Wait. There's a caveat that goes with that. There are certain like absolutes that you can't cross.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I'm about to ride that wave right now. I want to add my own. I want to add my own honorable mentions, if that's cool, Anzo.
Absolutely.
How long will it take until Anzo realizes he misspelled honorable mentioned?
He's from Canada. Hey, wait. He's from Canada. How do you spell favorite?
FABRITE, or is it BRIBE?
No.
Yeah, see, I knew it.
Had to get it.
Yeah, baby.
You made me go back on my word for the first time ever.
Yes.
It won't be the last time.
No, it will not.
You know what though? Listen, brother. You know it's out of love, bro. But yeah, you fucking misspelled honorable.
Well,
go to the card real quick.
I am going to the card now. I don't know why this card keeps disappearing on me.
I was giving you an option to tell me, and I gave you a chance for this because some people misspell on purpose. Like Berto Prey's Satame Cinema, he spells it with an S. And you could have just said, I just spell it that way. You know what I mean? You didn't have the Phantom.
I do.
For that,
I do.
I spell phonetically. I spell it right from the end.
That's how I spell it.
Okay.
You know?
Something looks off about that word. And I'm like, Google.
I'll get the next one up for you guys. Because.
Yeah, but once again.
I'm going to show you something here. Yes. Hold on. Go to your card real quick. I want to see it.
Is he retyping it right now? Is that why?
No.
No. The MacBook is because there was an update now.
Yeah, another lovely update. Yeah. How you liking those updates, Mr. No Privacy over there? How you doing?
What the hell is it doing that, man?
I've got
taking time because Mac is recording everything that you're typing right now.
Okay,
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Chaos List. Well, tonight we're going to teach you how to spell.
There we go. Here we go. All right. Honorable mention. Next one.
Yeah, hold on. Stop for a second and then share my screen. That's what I thought.
We're able.
Share my screen real quick.
Yep. Where's it at? Oh, right here.
Mm-hmm. Look at the British version.
And look at the Canadian version.
Okay, so that's what I thought. You guys, it is acceptable.
You people,
spelled that way.
You guys.
People. No.
He's not British.
He's in Canada.
No, bullshit.
He's in Canada.
He's not in Britain. Britain isn't Canada anymore.
By the way, wait. You don't know this, but the Queen Mother still has to pass things in Canada.
Yes.
That means British rule still.
Yes.
He has
all right.
Yep.
I'll give it to you.
God save the queen.
I'll give it to you. All right. You want to spell words with Z's instead of S?
Double. I am double immune now. I am double immune.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
God save the queen, Danny.
And to be honest with you, yeah, that's how we do it. You know, we still have our queen on our dollar bills. So, so now, honorable mention number 3. After seeing LDG play Mortal Kombat on his PC, do you think he as good as he is, or is he just a shit talker?
He's not that good. He can do special moves.
I know. That's exactly what I was saying.
He ain't that good, man. It's not.
That's what I want to make you think.
Shitty at Mortal Kombat.
Hold on. He played Mortal Kombat 1, the first, the original. I'm talking about the special moves are so fucking simple to do.
Yeah.
And he got his ass kicked.
Tell him again.
He got his ass kicked.
I actually won my rounds in Mortal Kombat 1. So
we watched.
You did not.
We watched.
Watching you play.
Dude, I specifically remember fucking up the fatality. I specifically remember fucking up Scorpion's fatality. Don't tell me I didn't win, all right?
Okay, check it out. Check it out. No, I'm just gonna say it just like I tell Anzo.
Up, down, down, up, up, high punch. Okay, I won my match. Okay.
All right, just listen closely. I'm gonna smack that ass.
Bring it, bro.
First,
you think you are.
I'm gonna spank that ass.
First,
I'm gonna make you guys stream that on your channels when I whoop your ass. I'm not gonna do it on my channel. I'll do it on your channel.
And first off, just to let you know, the reason why you didn't get the finishing right, because it's only hold block and you press up twice so you don't jump. That's it. There's no down.
Well, that doesn't matter. It's still trigger. It would still trigger. It would still trigger. It would still trigger.
I'm just saying.
One more time. What was that? One more time.
Up. Okay, there you go. Right there.
Hey, put me in the Phantom Zone till you start the show.
I will not. The next topic and the last one, there was a fourth one, but Ma's not here, so we'll go to the next one, which is Mr. Elihu-Who. Now, do you think Elihu-Who loves the universe, or do you think he's just from another universe?
I think the answer is yes.
The latter.
Definitely
the latter.
The answer
from another
ladder.
universe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just yes.
A fucking ladder.
Yes.
I mean, he's got MIB glasses on, for God's sakes. I mean, the guy is some.
You are here. Okay?
Yeah, we are here. He is somewhere else.
Here, so.
He is definitely somewhere else.
Let's roll with it.
Give me a little bumper, kid. Yeah.
I mean, Eli is the only one who makes looking high look grounded.
Hey.
All right.
Hey.
I'm not high all the time.
He is
seriously.
We got our own inclusion. Yeah, we got our own inclusion. We got an alien over here, guys. So.
I almost swear, like if Eli opened up his chest, you see a little guy in there. So
I'm trying to talk right now.
He does. He has the head, right? That looks like he could just take the head off and it just comes right off. I swear to God,
from Men in Black, right? Yeah.
From Men in Black. Yeah.
Hey, don't neuralize me, okay?
So
let's roll with it.
We're gonna get into our first topic. All fun and games are out. So now our first topic comes from Chris, which is a very good topic because I've seen this before, and it's about Bo-Katan in The Mandalorian. Now Anita Sarkeesian, or whatever her name is, Sarkeesian, has an issue with the women Mandalorians having armor that's form-fitting, what she calls boob armor. 1, is this really an issue? 2, is it a bit on her and a bit sexist for her using the term boob armor? Now, since this is your question, Chris, you started off.
Well, okay. I mean, she is a self-proclaimed feminist, and any one of us on this panel, being all men, were to use the word boob armor, and if we were to tweet that out, hey, look, guys, the Mandalorians have boob armor, she would have jumped on us in 5 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? You could say, hey, look, the women Mandalorian have different breastplates. You could have said anything that is just not so obvious of what you're trying to say. And you know what? This isn't anything new. There is armor out there for women that is formed for women because for years, for hundreds and hundreds of years, they used men's armor and it didn't fit right. And so, and if I remember right, in the Clone Wars, she was dressed exactly the same, wasn't she?
Yes, absolutely.
So why didn't she say anything about that?
Exactly.
It's not any different. It's just now it's live action. So now it's a problem. Oh God. You know what? There's more men in this world to get off to cartoons than there are to real life. Look at Japan. I mean, and I'm not trying to be mean to anybody. I'm just saying. For her to do this now, it blows my mind. And the way she phrased it just seemed very sexist to me. So all of a sudden, I'm surprised nobody's jumped on that. But that's what I think. I think this is absolutely sexist on her part. And she's making an issue out of absolutely nothing, because if she hadn't have said it, I don't think anybody else was saying anything.
I agree. And for me, it's like, why are you making a big issue out of that? Like, I'm watching it, and that's not even the first thing that comes to my mind. So if that's what comes to your mind, it's like you're just looking for something to cause trouble with.
Yeah, exactly.
Anybody else? Danny, Eli, JJ, go ahead.
Sorry, Danny, you're ahead of me. Sorry, you're above me, so go ahead.
I think she's an idiot. In any aspect of armor, in law enforcement, there's female armor, there's female clothing, there's female shoes, there's female this, that, whatever. So why would you think someone who is a natural born bred warrior wouldn't have something that would be comfortable, similar but comfortable? So to me, that's crazy. If you go in the military, they have women body armor, they have women uniforms, boots, this, that, and the other, because last time you look, men are different than women.
Exactly.
That's last time I checked. Women underwear don't have a package hole. They don't need it. So I mean, duh. So I mean, why would she wear man armor when she could have something that is more comfortable and fits her better and makes her feel comfortable or be more practical than something to be more uniform? So to me, I think that a lot of people, and it seems particular, these people seem to be the Star Wars fans. They overanalyze every freaking aspect of what Disney Star Wars is putting out. And sometimes that's good, but sometimes there's some streams that I've been involved in, and when I see some, I'm like, why the fuck am I here? We talking about damn spurs on boots. Who the fuck cares about spurs on boots? But
thank you.
I just think that sometimes they just overanalyze, in particular Disney Star Wars fans. So to me, this is just another Star Wars fan overanalyzing something that shouldn't be analyzed.
I agree.
You guys basically said what I was going to say. The Mandalorians are basically what we consider knights. And knights always had form-fitting armor because otherwise they won't be able to move or fight properly. She even said armor's been in my family for generations, which means it's been altered. You didn't think a man's going to wear boob armors? No. It's been altered for form-fitting. Hello. The term boob armor, yeah. I find that offensive. Almost like it's leg armor, crotch armor, yeah. If she would have said new breastplate, I'm like, okay, I have no problem with that because that's what it is. It's a breastplate. Men wear breastplates. Women wear breastplates. I mean, Chris even said what I was going to say. Back in the Middle Ages, when women were fighting, even in the North, they were wearing men's uniforms. Men's outfits. They didn't have any women's stuff. They had to do what was practical. Her family, it got molded for her. It's form-fitting. Any woman, female soldier is going to get the form-fitting armor so they can move and fight easier. Period. Any male soldier is going to get the same thing. Like, no, this crotch is too tight, and the pants too tight on the crotch. I can't bend over. No problem. It's fixed. It's form-fitting. Hello.
All right. I want everybody to hold on to something because I might shake the universe. I agree with Elihu what he just said.
Stop.
Okay.
I want off this world. Stop.
This is weird because I usually say the same thing when people say that about me. Dude, form-fitting. That's what the male armor is. It's form-fitting to a male. I mean, what do you want? The armor to be indented so their chest has to get like. I mean, it's form-fitting. Guys don't have boobs.
It's not American.
I'm trying to help you out. You're trying to clown me.
It was
But as far as her comment, as far as boob armor, this goes back to my thing about understanding what people mean instead of what they say. She's trying to make it entertaining. She says boob armor. It's funny. Haha, I get it. Did she say it condescending? Don't know because I didn't actually hear her say it. But at face value, I'm assuming she's trying to be entertaining. She wants to make it sound somewhat funny. She said boob armor. I get what she means. Unless she means otherwise, okay. But her having a problem with it, I don't get why she would have a problem with it. I don't even get what she would get out of having a problem with it, just to bandwagon it. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, wouldn't that be a good thing that they have boob? I mean, I think it's cool. You know, I mean, I did notice some other slight variations in the uniform besides the chest piece. Mm-hmm. I saw a variation in the helmet, and I saw a variation in the pants. Mm-hmm. So it was more than just the boob part. And not to mention, it'd be one thing if they were like double D fucking,
you know, the bottle.
This is not Stripperella.
So I think it's totally fine. I think let her sprout whatever she wants to sprout.
I'll still do that without your permission.
Be right back.
She does
exactly. Like, I mean, is this worth our time even mentioning? Like, just let her have her say and be done with. This is no big deal. I mean, there's no. But I mean, it's not like okay.
No, go ahead.
It's not like we're talking about. They came out with pink armor, like some weird exaggeration. You know, like some weird exaggeration to say it's female armor. That is completely reasonable, completely understandable, and follows the guide that even men's armor had. Even men's armor had, it wasn't flat. It wasn't like a flat, it still had pecs.
For the pecs, right?
Okay, so there's nothing here. There's no, it's a waste of, I just
look at the bat suit.
Get the point of even talking about this. Like,
bat suit has nipples. The bat suit has a six pack. Hello.
Yeah. Okay, no, stop. Okay, now we're back on track. I do not agree with what the fuck he just said. Bat suit having nipples. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was with?
I feel better now. I'll stay.
We're back.
I'll stay.
We're back on track now.
JJ, what do you got to say on the matter?
This woman, Anita Sarkeesian. I've been on live stream before, one of Mary Mayhem's, and this was earlier on, you know, when Anita Sarkeesian was, you know, the talk of the town at the time, you know, because of some other random BS that she was spouting. And I said it then, and I'm gonna say it now. That bitch is crazy.
And that's why I put it on here, because if you go look at her Twitter, the stuff she'll spout, and then she'll spit venom at you for saying the same thing.
Chris, why fuel the flames, Chris? Why
I'm not fueling the flames?
Crazy,
I want
crazy
opinions.
woman.
I want opinions.
The breathe. I get opinions, but
what I'll say of this is, why is it such a big deal that a woman looks like a woman?
That's
you know what I mean?
You know, I would.
That's what I'm saying.
Why is that?
I thought it would be a bigger deal if they didn't give her a breast. You know, if they forced a chick to fit in a man's shit, then I would get her complaining. Then I'd be like, dude, yeah, awesome question. Like, yeah, she has the right to say that. It even deserves time on the chaos list. But it's the exact opposite. This is what I was trying to tell you. You can't fucking win today. You can't win.
No.
You could put the most beautifulest picture of a flower, and someone's gonna bitch.
Absolutely.
That doesn't make sense, and I don't want to waste time over that crap.
Flower, climate change.
Absolutely, I agree with you.
That's just kind of what I was. That's kind of where I was going with the idea here. Is like, why are we? And I mean, I think it's something we can talk about. I just want to know, why the hell is she even bothered by this?
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
well,
Danny, you were gonna say something?
It seems like we're in a world where it is a cool thing to try to one up somebody or to push the envelope or to see just how crazy or how off the wall you can get. And I don't understand that, but I guess she's getting clicks. Apparently she's getting clicks because I've never heard of this woman before today. So I guess she says these outrageous things and do this kind of stuff in order to get clicks. So if that is her objective, then she is reaching her objective. But I'm going to go pick it. I'm going to regurgitate something that I've been saying about Star Wars fans since I came on YouTube. And you can't satisfy them. You cannot satisfy them. 6 of us on this panel, and we all going to see Star Wars differently or want this or want that. But one of the biggest arguments they always say is, I want to see something different. I want to see something different. Then when they show you something different, you complain about it. So Star Wars is just a crazy franchise. I love it, but it drives some people crazy. And, and like I've always said since day one, we got to stop arguing about stuff that ain't real. I mean,
I want to pull this. Comic Cat, what's different? Because I'll argue that point. What you just said, I'm not seeing shit different. What's different?
What are you talking about?
What's I'm saying like the Mandalorian. It's all characters or set of characters that we've already seen. We know about bounty hunters. We know about Yoda. We're not seeing anything new.
Let me give you one example. Last season, he was comparing the Mandalorian how he believes you don't supposed to take your helmet off. I've been hearing it from stream to streams, episode to episode. But when we look back at Rebels, they took them off. They took them off. So I heard people early this season saying, we still don't know why, or the story's not driven, or we're not learning more about Mandalorian. This last episode told you several things. They told you why he's still doing it, because he's the children of whatever the name of the thing is. A child of the Watch. It's progressing. We know we're gonna see Ahsoka. We don't know when we're gonna see Ahsoka, but we're gonna see Ahsoka. Also, if you kind of travel the road of what Spock does, and that's gonna be I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. But if you kind of hypothesize, you're gonna see that if Ahsoka is back, then maybe Ezra is back. If you watch the episodes, or if you watch the last few episodes of Rebels, you may see Sabine. Sabine had armor, but her armor was very colorful, very female-like. So to me, what's changing is that people and fans of Mandalorian say, well, it's the same thing repackaged over and over and over. Some stuff I do see similarities, but I see where the story is continuing. I'm seeing that he's trying to get Baby Yoda to such and such. One big thing was it's the Baby Yoda show last season. Now, Baby Yoda, to my understanding, other than when he made the eggs come close to his hand, has not used the Force at all. So they're trying to take the focus of what it was last season more to what the fans want. So in my opinion, Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau is trying to cater to the fans. They listen to the fans. They're trying to cater their stories to the fans, but some people still ain't satisfied. So that's what I'm saying about Star Wars fans.
Was that before or after Yoda just was the first puppet in space?
The first what?
Yoda was just the first puppet in space just recently, this week.
Yeah. The Chinese guy had a baby.
Baby Yoda is in space right now.
He's on the space station right now.
With Baby Yoda.
Even Ahsoka. Ahsoka was in freaking Clone Wars. Okay? Yeah. And I'm not even a Star Wars fan, and I know this shit. Okay? I want to see new shit. I agree with what you said. I want to see new shit, not new shit with old people. I want to see new shit that is new shit.
You're not going to see it because right now Star Wars fans have put Star Wars franchise so far in the shithole, it's going to take a while to get it out. Yeah, everybody's still got a nasty taste about the Last Jedi. Yeah, everybody's still got a nasty taste in their mouth about the Last Jedi and the Rise of Skywalker. It's going to take a long time to get that out.
Yeah, people want to
you make it sound. No, I'm sorry. This is between me and Comic right now. You make it sound like they're listening to us, Comic.
They are.
You're making it sound like they listen to us. They're not listening to us.
They do.
Disney isn't listening to the fans.
No, yes, they do. Yes, they do. Because if you look at the last Jedi, that movie was strictly fan service, man. Everything that was going on the internet before it came out, they put in that movie. The Kylo Ren and Rey kiss. What else was it?
Were the fans happy with The Last Jedi?
No, they were not.
Mostly no.
So how the fuck is that fan service?
Okay, I'm telling you how they live.
Pickles, they were asking for new stuff. They got new stuff. They were pissed
because they were doing what fans wanted to see.
Yeah,
or they thought fans wanted to see.
They wanted to bring. They were trying to go like, "Hey, fan fiction on screen."
I get it. I'm not going to win the argument. I get it. I threw my 2 cents in there, guys. All I'm trying to say is,
I ain't saying we ain't got to agree, but gonna disagree. But I'm saying,
we're good.
One of the main arguments that I heard. Okay, one of the main arguments that I heard was that it's more Baby Yoda than Mando in season 1.
It still is.
It's not.
No,
not so much. No,
it's way dialed back.
Okay. Let me reconfirm my English here. They might say, "Oh, Baby Yoda's over here now," but the second he ate those eggs, it was like front page fucking news.
I get that.
Okay?
I get that. Yes.
Yeah, but he was
front page news.
Wait.
And he was front page news.
Go ahead, one more time.
He was front page news every episode last season. He's not front page news every episode this season.
No, but he is the most marketable thing on the show. And it still shows as soon as he ate those eggs, what they do. They announced that they're coming out with the egg thing.
Yoda toy.
I mean, so they made Danny's right in this sense that they've dialed back on the focus, but as soon as it is the focus,
it is like pure. Exactly. They said, okay, I'm over here now. Here's Yoda now. But the second he actually does something, boom, baby, right there, freaking big shit.
Okay, but that's what they're doing. That's a classic. That's a business model. You might be strike on something and say this might work. It might not work.
It's supposed to be a business model.
But what do you think they're making these shows for? It's for a fan.
But you can have your cake and eat it too if you do it right. And this is, I get it. I get what you're saying. It's okay. It is what it is. But if they did it better, they could have had their cake and eat it too. And this whole business model, there's a way you can do it, fan model, and make more business by doing it that way. And I don't see them going in that direction whatsoever. I see them playing games with everything. They're trying to give us a reason to say they're going the right direction. They're doing it in a way that they're not going in the right direction. They're just making it look that way and still going in the direction they want to go in.
I can kind of understand what you're saying. Yeah, I can completely understand what you're saying.
I understand what you're saying, but
they're making it look like they're doing different things, but in the end of the day, they're still doing the same shit.
You just pretty much saying they're doing sleight of hand. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, sleight of hand. And I think that was proven in the first 2 episodes.
It's like,
a lot of people weren't happy with the first 2 episodes. Even with Yoda not being the front man stand, people weren't happy with what they were doing. As far as what I'm hearing, we're not getting the Mandalorian that goes above and beyond. Right now, Mandalorian season 2 is like Jurassic Park 2. 1 was great, and then they're fucking up on the sequel season. And even though the last episode showed promise, we still have more episodes to see and where they go with it.
I disagree with you on that example.
Okay. All right.
Not a problem. We'll move on to the next topic, which is topic number 2, new Transformers movie. Now, Paramount Pictures and Hasbro Studios Studios have reportedly found the filmmaker they want to helm the new Transformers movie, and have entered negotiations with Creed 2 director Stephen Caple Jr. Back in January, the studios commissioned for 2 separate scripts for the live-action Transformer outing to be developed by screenwriters James Vanderbilt and Jacob Harold, and now have decided to move forward with Harold's script and Caple Jr. the top choice to direct. Are you guys ready for a new Transformer movie? Whoever wants to start it off, start it up.
Yeah, okay. Bumblebee sucked. That was one of the worst Transformers movies ever.
Phantom's on him.
I won't really transform him yet because I don't think it's the worst one, but I mean,
I said one of the worst ones ever.
The third one was.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, they tried with Bumblebee. I'm like, yeah, it's like the cartoon, but you can't really work with live action and swear words. But come on, you tried and you failed.
Listen, I'll say this about Bumblebee: that first 10 minutes of that movie was the best thing they have done in any Transformer movie, regardless. When they put the Generation 1 Autobots and Decepticons in there, Shockwave had the voice from the cartoon. It was fucking amazing. And if they do anything like that for this one, count me in. Count me in.
I hope they'll do a Beast Wars Transformer movie. That's what I want to see.
Actually,
Phantom Zone him. I'm sorry. Dear God, no.
Actually, I actually heard that they were talking about doing a Beast.
Yeah. Phantom Zone LGD. How about that?
No, I'll take a Phantom Zone for that because fuck.
There you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yo, amazing how I break immunity. I am that good, brother. I break immunity.
How can you be a Transformer fan and not like Beast Wars?
Because I got vertigo when they transformed, okay? Because I didn't like the plot, okay? I didn't like the storyline. I thought it was a step. Not only that, but they forced it. They forced it because they were like, oh my God, don't pay attention to the plot behind the special effects. We can do 3D now, even though it's like Generation 3D. Like it's like literally the cartoon reboot. Okay, we can barely do 3D cartoons, but let's do a Transformers because people are going to buy into it just because it's Transformers. Okay, no, Beast Wars could have been done a whole lot better if they just would have sat and been patient about it and actually did, because this was when 3D animation was in its infancy as far as television production was concerned. Okay, they were still breaking boundaries. They should have made Dora the Explorer and frickin' Blue's Clues, and they should have done other stuff that wouldn't ruin the story with their prototype 3D TV shows. Okay, and then when they finally got it down, when they finally got all their models polished and have everything down with the storylines and how they render everything and the mouth moving and all the animations and everything, then save the good 3D TV cartoons for something like Transformers. They pushed that out only because people weren't watching and they needed titles that were big enough for kids to watch early 3D animation. I don't think anybody can argue this point with me right now. Okay. And they said Transformers was one of the cartoons kids would watch just because it says Transformers.
But the stories in, like Dan 200 said, the stories in Beast Wars were amazing. And after the first season, I wasn't feeling the first season too much. But after the first season, the second, the third,
some of those bots,
fire, man.
Guys,
some of those bots were stupid as hell. I'm sorry, they did not put enough. I can't agree with you on that, man.
You guys, okay,
some of those plot holes were like
pickles. Everybody here is old enough to remember watching Saturday morning cartoons and watching the Dinobots and Transformers. They brought the Dinobots onto live action. Now it's Beast Wars' millennial turn to be remembered. Like, oh yeah, I remember watching that younger. It's their turn to reminisce now. We already had our chance with Dinobots. They're trying to get a new generation. They already got us locked in. That's no problem.
That is an excellent point.
I'm sorry, I can't.
I cannot believe that he said something, and I totally 1,000% agree with it and could comprehend and understand it.
Okay, this is getting crazy, guys.
Wow.
Listen, wait, time out. We have possibly two of the most sensible people on this panel who have both tonight, in a relatively short amount of time, agreed with Elihu. So I think, as a person with double immunity, that three people need to be kicked to the back in the mass phantom zone, because that's just craziness.
It really
Dogs
is.
and cats.
Dude, hey,
living
hold on,
together.
hold on.
Three at one time.
on.
Do it on. So do it.
Hold on.
Make a statement. Show
What
Danny
three?
how you can rein in that phantom zone. Show him you're in power. Do it. Do it.
And even Chris for telling me what to do. You don't tell me what to do on my show.
I have one thing to say about this. I'm agreeing with me.
Good for you.
You know, about you guys agreeing with me? Only one thing comes to mind.
Go ahead, Eli. Go ahead.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
Yeah, it is.
I feel fine.
Yeah, it is.
Hey.
So,
I still got my 3 in the phantom zone at one time. So,
sorry guys. On a more serious note, I did hear what I thought was gunshots when I was going to get dinner, and about 15 cop cars showed up. It turns out it was a police shooting.
Oh,
What?
Yeah, about 2.5 blocks
The
from my
police
house,
being
right
shot
now.
or the police doing the shooting?
What I just heard was police shooting on the news. So I'm like, wait, that's what I heard to mute you guys. I heard gunshots when I went outside. I even tweeted, I'm like, I think I might have gunshots found at Westfield Mall. Yep, police shooting found at Westfield Mall.
Oh, well, hopefully.
You're in California, so isn't that normal?
Went back home. Sorry, guys.
Let's get back to the topic. Chris, you didn't weigh in. JJ, you didn't weigh in.
JJ, you want to go?
Either or. Chris, go ahead. JJ's probably.
Turn your mic on, JJ.
So,
Turn your mic on.
I will say that. Oh, okay, go ahead, JJ.
No, I was gonna say, go ahead. I'm stuffing my face real quick.
Oh, okay. Hey, what's up, Dandelion Fluff? Good to see you. So I'm kind of torn at this. I think it's the right direction to ditch Michael Bay finally. But I just kind of question if we're over the hangover yet of Transformers.
I agree.
I guess this is a wait and see thing, and we've done this with like the Batman and a few other things.
Oops, shit, my bad.
No, you're
sorry. I didn't do that on purpose.
Excellent.
I meant to do this.
Say that.
Sure.
I'm still waiting for Space Jam.
It's all right.
What's the habit?
I'll wait till there's further development and till there's further for sure that this is happening. From everything I've read, it's still so far in the discussions that with everything going on right now, this might be one of the first things they throw out because of the amount of money that it'll cost to do it properly. And so we'll say wait to see how far this gets and then maybe revisit it later on.
Put me on the big screen, Ozzo.
Yes, sir.
I want to totally emphatically 1000% disagree with what just came out of Chris. Night.
Oh my God.
How in the hell can anybody that's a Transformers fan get drunk or tired of Transformers? Even though they fuck it up, I still want to see
Michael fucking Bay.
I still want to see it. This is Transformers. This is what we grew up with. Even though they fuck it up just like Star Wars, no matter how bad Star Wars get, we all here on this panel, maybe with the exception of JJ. I forgot JJ do like so. We're gonna go see Star Wars. And we're going to go in there with our fingers, toes crossed, everything else we can cross. That Lord, please let this be right. Please let this one be good. We're going to do the same. I'm going to do the same thing with Transformers. I don't care if Michael Bay make the next 6 or 7. I'm be like, well, maybe he'll get lucky. Maybe he'll stumble to something. Maybe somebody will kick him in the ass. I don't know. Because Transformers is one of those franchises that I'm not going to ever fall in love with. Point simple blank.
Excellent.
All right, I didn't actually comment on the topic. I comment. Thank you very much. Comic chat. I'm sorry, brother. I really am, and I don't want to argue with on this. But you are the reason why bad that thinking you have is the reason why bad shit is continually being made as bad shit. Do not blindly follow something just because you're the name. Okay, if you just this is the reason why Endgame says it has the most money or whatever, because people had to see it at least once. Okay, if a title is being disappointing time and a time and a time and a time again, and you have to go through a whole trilogy of your title being shat on, you need to stick it to the people and not watch the next one. Stand for your bridges. Don't ride the bus. Frickin' say enough is enough. Stop fucking with our shit and do it right. We're not going to watch this movie if it's a piece of crap. We're not going to watch it if you only give us a freaking teaser, which doesn't even show us what the movie's going to be about. We're not going to watch this stuff if you play freaking hardball with the details and leaks and start, banning channels because some information got leaked about it. We need to stand up for our shit because if we keep going to see it and we're blindly saying, I love Transformers or I love a particular title, and no matter who's making it, no matter what's going to happen, I'm going to see it, then they're going to take that money, see they made a profit, and keep producing the same shit. Okay? We need to stand up and we need to miss one bus so the next bus is better.
Let me respond back to that.
Yeah, you go ahead, Donnie, because I got something.
If we do that, LDG, and I hear what you're saying, and I'll give you the argument that happened with Star Wars, but your argument doesn't hold water when it happens to the Marvel movies, because all the Marvel movies average $1 billion. So, and they were good. People say they were good. Critics say they were good. You're the only one that I know of that don't really particularly care for Endgame, and that's your right. But I'll give you the argument that the last 2 or 3 Transformers wasn't up to par. But my argument to combat that or to rebuttal back to what you're saying is, if I don't go and watch these movies, how can I intelligently criticize them one way or the other if I don't go see it? I gotta listen to somebody else's opinion, which may be not in line with mine. So I'm gonna have to go to those movies at least one time and say, yes, it's a good movie. No, this is a piece of crap. To intelligently argue or debate or review it. So that argument you say about standing up and saying, no, I'm going to miss this bus, that doesn't make sense, because how are you going to know unless you go in the words of somebody else?
Excellent. And now
allow me to rebuttal.
Yeah, hold on, but you're going to rebuttal me too, because one thing Danny said was right. Which I was thinking is, how are we going to know if it's good or not, right? Because you can see a trailer and the trailer looks like the movie is going to be great and it's a piece of shit. Or you can see a trailer that's like, oh, the trailer's not so good. But then you go to the movie and it's fire. Secondly, me, Danny, and the rest of us are fans of the genre, fans of Transformers. So we are hoping for a good Transformer movie. And I will always be there to see a Transformer movies or Star Wars movies, even though I did not like the last ones. Chris has something to say.
I'm going with LDG on this, because here's the thing.
Oh, no.
Even as a fan,
mm-hmm.
If I'm that interested in it, I'm going to dig as deep as I can on everything I can. And there are red flags that always come up. One of the first things that was red flag about Rise of Skywalker was that the whole damn script was leaked. That everybody knew everything about the thing before it was out. That's a red flag. When you're trolled by your own actors, that's a red flag. There are ways to tell. What was the point of the last night? I mean, we brought in something that had nothing to do with anything. There are ways to tell. And as a fan, you do have to stop and be real with yourself at some time. Am I perpetuating this? And if I am, and when am I going to say, as a fan, no? Because that is something that has to take place. That's kind of one of the reasons why The Mandalorian is, as I would say, an anomaly in the Star Wars universe right now, because you got Disney fanboys and you got old school fanboys, not everybody on both sides. I'm just saying a good portion of people on both sides who are like, hey, this isn't that bad. I like this. I like this because it has it from the Clone Wars. It has it from this. And then some of them are like, ooh, we get to see something we haven't seen before. We get to see this, this, and this. So there was something fundamentally there that everybody were as fans could look at and say, for the most part, I like this. Not everybody's going to be like that, but that's why The Mandalorian is going to work, because people are on board with it. And if we just jump in blindly, because the other thing about The Mandalorian is we were all kind of questioning, what are they doing here? Why are they doing it on in a episodic format? As a fan, there comes a point to stand up for that property that you love. And I am with LDG on that. I think that even as a fan, yes, you can wholeheartedly love it, but you don't have to let somebody shit on your stomach every 5 minutes because of it.
And I will say, I do kind of.
God damn it. You're really fucking pushing me back, aren't you?
I will say because I want to just rebuttal real quick. I will say that I do kind of agree with that, Chris, because the last Transformer movie, I didn't see it in theater because I knew it was going to be garbage, right? But sometimes,
oh my God, thank you.
But sometimes you can't tell. Sometimes you don't know. And I'm willing to at least go and take the chance to see a movie that I want to see and say, okay, well, then it was shit. You know what I mean? But if I see straight up, like if I watch a trailer and I'm like, oh, no, this is absolutely garbage, like I did with The Last Night, then I won't even bother. That's what I did. So
can I please say something before somebody else rebuttals? Because I already have 3 rebuttals back to back. I'm trying to memorize right now. Okay.
Yes. Go.
1.
I'm going to load a bowl.
1, Chris. Thank you for getting my back. 2, remind me to work on your white balance, because watching your change your face color as you were talking, I felt like I was on acid for a second. I'm like literally seeing the pink changing around your face.
Yeah, I've seen it too.
I don't know what it is, dude.
I'm like, oh my God, is it moving? Anyway,
I can't get these dials dialed in correctly. It's the UHF here. It's really screwed up. I gotta get my kids down here. I gotta get my kids down here to hold the aluminum foil.
Anzo, you answered my question, and thank you. You don't put me big. That you put everybody else big, but thank you.
I had you big. I put you down.
Anzo, you answered Comic Chat's comment to me. How are we supposed to see it if we don't get to see the movie? You and I know, we all know there's ways of seeing your movie. You don't have to go to the theater and give them top dollar to go watch that movie. There are YouTube channels for this. There are review channels for this. There are private watch parties for this. There are they're just by the DVD. They make less profit on the DVD than they do when you go see the movie theater. You don't have to go to the theater, because that is the theater is where they make their money back.
Let me rebuttal that.
No, I'm not done. Not done. Not done. Not done.
All right.
The theater is where they make their money back. Anything above that, whether it be related to content matches on YouTube or DVDs or whatever, video games, whatever it is, that's all profit to them. Okay. They make their money back at the theaters. They judge whether a movie is worth flipping the purse or producing. And for those of you who understand, yes, a producer's only job is to flip the purse. That's what makes you a producer. Whether you do anything beyond flipping the purse, that's a plus. But the producer is to flip the purse. So in order to get a movie going, you have to have a producer. You need somebody to flip the purse. And they do that by movie sales. And whether you go to see that movie through the movie, there's plenty of ways you can review the movie without going to the theater and giving them their validation. Okay. When it comes to movies like this, okay. And let me tell you something right now. You said Marvel hasn't done anything to fuck up or give you a reason why. Fantastic Four. Enough said. Okay. They've given you plenty to hate them. Okay?
That's not the MCU though.
Second, whatever. It's you know what I'm trying to say. Second, you say that you liked Endgame. I'll agree that it made $1 billion. But so did Aquaman. And look where that shit was before the movie came out.
It made $2 billion. It made $2 billion.
That's what billions, okay? It made billions of dollars, okay? I'm sorry, I left out an S.
Yes, you did.
Aquaman. Nobody thought Aquaman was going to make the money it said. Nobody thought Aquaman was going to be as good as it was. Thank God. Thank you, Jason Momoa. Okay? Nobody thought it was going to make that much money, and look how much money it made. But let me tell you this. You say that Endgame and Infinity Gauntlet was good and that you saw it and it was good. Let me tell you something. Okay. Because you thought it was good, I guarantee you, if you would have saw the Pixels cut of Infinity Gauntlet, if you would have seen the Pixels cut of Infinity Gauntlet, I guarantee you then you would come to me and say, holy crap, it was shit. The original story was shit. And you would finally see the light.
You were upset because it didn't mirror the comic. He said at the beginning it's not mirroring the comic.
Danny, go ahead. And then JJ and Eli will talk, and then we'll get past this one.
In real life, some people aren't as gifted as you are on the computer that can go to here to pull that or review this or do that kind of stuff. And if we're trying to make money doing this hobby, hopefully, and I think all of us or some of us are trying to turn this hobby into somewhat of a profitable business, then part of that is we have to go on opening night because it's a race of who's going to get the review out, who's going to get the clicks, who's going to get that. So from a fan part, I may agree with you somewhat, but from a business part or trying to enhance your screen or enhance your channel, then you're going to have to go out and watch movies, even though you may not like them, because you're going to have to come back in and make an intelligent review or argument or something about whatever you went to see. So I don't have.
I agree with that comment.
Let me finish. I don't have LDG Pixels know-how to go to this watch party or pull this, pull that. But I do got Danny Graham knowledge where I can pay this $10.50 and go watch this movie. If I don't like it, then I guarantee you there's no power on earth gonna make another $10.50 come out my pocket. But if I like it, then I'm gonna go, and how those movies make this money is when you do repeat sales. You go 2 or 3 times. Like Endgame, I went 3 times. Infinity War, I went 2 or 3 times. But guess what? I didn't go Captain Marvel only 1 time. Guardians of the Galaxy, never. So I'm just saying it depends on if you're getting into this YouTube thing and your channel, your main channel is critiquing and reviewing MCU, DC, EU movies or Star Wars, sci-fi. You have to go watch that shit. And some of us don't have the access, knowledge, and know-how that you have to do it without going the traditional way.
Look, I agree. And first of all, allow me, please watch my channel more so I may enlighten you and show you how to do this, because this is what I'm here for. Hey. 2, you're right, but people who own channels is not what makes the profits. I'm talking I'm talking about the fans, not YouTube channels. The fans outnumber YouTube channels by like a million by 1.
But a lot of YouTube channels drive the fans to the theater because
they're the ones who allow them to see it and get a review on it without having to see the movie. So that only makes my point. If you're a YouTube channel and you're supposed to review a movie, then yeah, you have to go see the movie. But that's not how they make their profit. Aquaman didn't make $2 billion because all the YouTube channels went to see it.
Aquaman made $1 billion because women love Jason Momoa. That's why.
That too. Yeah, that too. Yeah, completely. Jason Momoa. I have the hots for Jason Momoa.
JJ and Eli. JJ, you know.
What part of immunity is supposed to mean immunity? Okay.
Yeah, I know. I forgot.
I'm just gonna postpone. You know, we're just gonna postpone my immunity till next week.
I forgot. JJ, go ahead.
God damn it.
You're up. What do you think? You want to see a Transformer movie?
Well,
I don't think he has anything left after what we just said.
No. Going back to where it began, talking about Beast Wars.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I've seen all 5 of the Transformers movies. All 6. I've seen Bumblebee also. Transformers 3, 4, and 5 wasn't a big fan of.
Mm-hmm.
Now, growing up, I seen the '80s cartoon, loved it, watched the shit out of it, but I never was a big fan of Beast Wars. And well, no, hang on. No, just hang on. Don't hurt nobody.
He'll wait before he Phantom Zones you. Don't worry.
Yeah, you're good.
I wasn't a big fan of it. I watched some episodes, just wasn't a big fan of it because it just didn't look right.
That's wrong, dude. That's fucking wrong.
All right. Come on.
Yeah, go ahead, JJ.
No, it's just that earlier version of the CGI. It just didn't look right to me.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if it was done differently or if it looked better, then maybe I might have given it more of a chance. But I do like Transformers. Now, if they made a Beast Wars movie and they did it properly, meaning the way it looked, even if the story was good, I might go watch it for hell of it. But it's not something I'd be diehard. Oh, I got to go see that. I can wait till it comes out. I can rent it. I can, buy it. Whatever. I can wait. I'm not. It's not something that's imperative to me. That's just about it. It can go either way with me. If it comes out, okay, I may watch it. If it don't come out, well, then I don't feel like I've lost anything. Because right now, I'm too high to give a shit.
And Elihu, what do you think about it? Do you want to see it or not?
That all depends. If the writing is actually better than Bumblebee and the original, I just hope it doesn't turn out to be GoBots, the motion picture. Because if everybody doesn't remember, GoBots was the second generation wannabe Transformers, where one guy would transform into a moped.
Mm-hmm.
That was a motorcycle.
In the 80s, mopeds were the second generation poor man's nerdy whatever motorcycles. So I just hope they with the better writing and a better directing, they actually talk and communicate.
Excellent. Now, for me personally, I'll say this last one. Chris, you spoke on it, right? Yeah, you did. You agreed with LGG Pickle. I'm surprised I didn't Phantom Zone your ass for that.
Well, let me say this. I mean, there is something.
He's double immune.
Well, yeah,
you're right.
Yeah,
you're
and
right.
I got kicked out. Remember?
What the fuck does immune mean anymore?
Nothing.
No, I purposely.
COVID, for God's sakes.
No. LDG, you want to know what it is? It is it is something to make you try harder to get Phantom Burn. That way you know you're vinegar.
He phantomed you like that, dude. Okay, when you went again, he phantomed you.
Because I was telling him. I was egging him to do it.
I thought you got phantom before he even hit the button. That's how hard 40 you got phantom.
You drinking a 40?
There is.
It's a water or soda.
Okay.
There is
What the
I mean,
fuck?
I even did that with Star Wars. Okay, I didn't mind. I mean, I even say I liked The Last Jedi, but when I went and I told everybody I was not going to look at the leaks, I was not going to do any of that stuff with The Rise of Skywalker. I went opening night to The Rise of Skywalker, and when I walked out, I said, it looked great. It looked like Star Wars, but what the hell did I just watch?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
That is kind of where I have now drawn a line in the sand and said, listen, you guys have got to show me you're trying to hit the right place now. So it's going to take a lot more to get me to go back, even though Danny's absolutely right. Doing a channel like this, we're kind of required. So lucky me, I know people at radio stations that if the theaters are open, I can get tickets, I'll go because I'm not paying them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, AMC
way out of it.
For $25.
Hmm?
Well, it's not that cheap, but you could rent a whole AMC theater
Mhm.
for your friends.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
AMC's going out of business.
I'll say this last thing about Transformers.
They
I
won't
want
go out
them.
of business. Somebody will buy them.
Yeah, for sure. I want them to do a whole Transformer movie on Cybertron, like they did at the beginning of Bumblebee. We don't need to see humans. Give the Transformers a good personality. Do a whole movie on Cybertron.
Story. How did the war start? Yeah.
Yeah, that can work. You know what I mean? And then it could end with them traveling to Earth or something like that. You know what I mean? Do a trilogy that way. But that's what they need to do. Now, topic number 3 comes from Elihu-Who, and I think we're gonna. Yeah, I think
we're gonna not use mine.
You gotta pull out the damn chemistry set for stars for this.
No, yours will be next week. Don't worry, I'm keeping yours.
Oh, because you need time to research because you hate the topic I chose.
No.
Remember this now, everybody. Next week.
No. It's not because of that. It's because I had them already made when you put it in. But we're gonna use your one because I wanna talk about that one too. But this one is probably gonna fuck shit up, and this is how we do it. So, election fraud.
Nope, down to go.
Arizona, Pennsylvania, Georgia election officials have stated that there is no evidence of voting fraud. Do you believe them or do you believe the White House?
That depends. Are they Republican or Democrat?
I'm not discussing this.
No problem. You know what I do.
Fuck this shit. I'm out.
Wow.
No, fuck that. I'll just
shut up.
Eli, talk.
Go ahead. You're up.
Okay. Every single certified elected official in the states that have been quote unquote contested has says there's been no any kind of official voting fraud whatsoever. Of course, today there's been found out that a dead person did vote in the election in California. A guy registered his dead mother to vote, but what was not reported was that guy registered his vote for Trump.
Mm-hmm.
That was not reported. That part was not reported.
Actually, that was last week that came out because I remember.
I just heard this person voted for. I'm like, that's why Fox isn't saying who the person voted for. They're saying a dead person voted. Okay, the news is not reporting every single thing. They're doing news report sound bites. I mean, you can actually do your own little research. Go to these state official websites. Contact their offices. Anybody can contact the offices. Every single certified official says, this is the count. We did our hand count. The picture hand count is basically you look at hand, take random piles, look at the pile, match it up, run the machine. Numbers match, boom. Numbers match. That's their hand count. That's what Trump has been out for this whole time. They've done that. They say there's no evidence of this.
No, they didn't. They didn't do jack shit.
Next, go ahead, LDG or Chris.
All right, guys, listen real quick because I want to listen. They didn't do jack shit. And for people who want their voice heard, I'm surprised people are stepping out of this conversation right now. The law itself, and I said this on my own channel, the law itself says how do we count votes? Do we manually count votes? Yes. But where do those votes eventually get put into? A computer. Then where do those votes go to? It goes from human to computer to human. There is no interchange between the computers whatsoever. It is against the law look this up, guys. It is against the law for any poll station to have computers that connect to another network. It's against the law. Your vote is not being counter-checked across all the votes across the nation. You can go to a different state and vote again, and they will not catch you because those computers cannot be connected to another network by law. They are reporting the votes for that state. And those states go to the Electoral College, in which they make the decision, in which they have the absolute right to change that vote if they deem fit by their own discretion. No. I don't care who does it. I don't care.
One at a time, guys.
I don't care who does it. By law, every single state, every single electoral college may change the vote in contradictory to popular vote for any reason, and all 50 states can do this. Second, there is no check on voter fraud. Your vote is not being double checked to make sure you're dead, alive, voted in another state. That is not happening. They're being individually counted. They are being checked for minor forms of fraud only. And the only form it's being checked with is, did you vote twice? That's the only thing that's being checked. By law, they cannot connect to any other computer. They are not double checking their votes. They are reporting the static vote that is made. And if you live in Nevada, and it's funny how Nevada happens to be one of these states, because if you live in Nevada, you literally have like a 40-mile radius, or even more so, where you only have to drive to vote in 4 different states. You could take a single day and put 4 votes in. God forbid if you vote for a dead person also. You can have voter fraud.
Pickles, California.
Hold on, let him finish, Eli. Let him finish.
You can have voter fraud.
Let him finish. Hold on, Eli. Let him finish. Let him finish.
I'll let you tear me up a new one. Okay, I'm just going to say my points because this is what I know as far as the computer part of it is concerned. It goes from human to computer to human with no check and balance whatsoever between the states. The opportunity for voter fraud is huge. And all they check for is the minor bit of voter fraud they can do, which is voting more than once. And all the other voter fraud, they don't even check for. And you don't hear them saying a damn thing about it. You don't hear them saying, we 100% know for a fact that every single person actually only voted once in the United States. We don't hear them saying any of this. There's nobody going on record saying 100%, we know this is not happening. We know this is not happening. We know this is not happening. They're just saying these are approved votes or whatever the hell they call it and spin it. And then they get the electoral college, they get the numbers, and then that's what we hear from the Associated Press, and then so on and so on. There is so much room for error and voter fraud. It's not even funny.
Chris, go ahead with what you're going to say.
Well, I gotta find the actual amount, but there's like 38 states where it is actually within the state law, because the state can pass it, where the popular vote of the state gets all the electoral votes. It's in the state mandate. It's passed by their legislature. There's like 38 states. I don't know. I might be wrong. Maybe 32. It's not all 50. I know that Missouri, where I live, even if the popular vote goes to one candidate, the electoral college can fully go the other way.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Second thing, I don't believe either. I don't believe Trump, and I don't believe the other side. I believe studies. There have been 9 independent investigations over the last 3 or 4 years, just because this is a constant thing. The last comprehensive one, the most comprehensive one of these, found 31 credible instances out of more than 1 billion votes.
Now, could you repeat that number again? I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Mm-hmm.
31 out of more than 1 billion.
That's less than 0.0.
That's between 2000 and 2014.
Mm.
Most of these studies bring back findings of 0.01% voter fraud.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you could say whatever you want, that, oh, well, of course the liberals are going to show that. No, this is liberal. This is Republican. This is independent. This is double blind. This is all sorts of them, because you know what? Even the Democrats want to know if it's possible, because they either don't want it to happen to them, or they want to know, is it easy to do? Same thing why the Republicans do it. No party wants to be on the losing end of this. If they think that that's a way out, they'll use it. And that's why so many people have told Trump, dude, we've done this study. That's just not possible. And even with the change, some of the change in votes going Trump's way in Georgia, even they're saying, if that happens, when they recount these things, very rarely will 12,000 votes just flip-flop. Now, I'm not saying that there would never be a case of voter fraud ever. What I'm saying is it's so minute, and the amount that he wants it to be would be on such a level of astronomical proportions that, I'm sorry, if you're Trump, you have to look at it this way, that everybody is in on the conspiracy, even a lot of Republicans, and that they've dug through to find out who's going to be loyal and who's not, and who will and won't say anything. It's the same type of thing you get into when you talk about JFK. It's the same thing when you talk about people who think that nobody landed on the moon. It is that type of astronomical proportions we're talking about here. And I believe the hundreds of studies that have been done that no matter who's doing it, it's never benefited anybody. It never shows. Now you go over to other countries that basically will throw their dictator on a ticket, and then they'll say, okay, you got the dictator and then you got this guy, but they only put the dictator's name on the ballot and said, well, no, you have to vote. Well, that's not voter fraud. That's just how it's done in that country. So I don't believe either side. I just believe how many times this has been looked at, and they've never found anything that would ever suggest that the massive amounts of voter fraud that Trump is saying has ever happened. Plus, let me say this. For the people who are out there who think that they were trucking in barrels and crates of extra votes, I'm sorry. If I'm somebody counting votes, if somebody dumps that on my table, I'm not going to be like, oh, yeah, hey, that's cool. Just put it right there. I'm going to be like, whoa, I'm going home, bitch.
Where did that come from?
No, I don't care if they're for Trump. I don't care if they're for Biden. I'm going home. Get them the fuck away from me.
Where did these come from?
Do the math. Georgia alone, which is one of the main states that turned over to try to Biden, the amount of error is 1%.
But that's not voter fraud. Error. That's not voter fraud. That's error, and they have found error. That's why the 1% difference in their vote triggers an automatic recount by state.
Well, I thought
what part of recount are people not understanding? Recount only confirms the fraud. It doesn't expose it. The fact that they're saying 0.1% is because that's how much they cut.
But you have no proof. You have no proof on your side too.
No, I have no proof. We all don't have proof. This is all theoretical. What the fuck
that's
is
what
a
I'm
black
saying.
hole? That's what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is that if you look at the percentages of possibilities, voter fraud, the system is flawed. I cannot trust the numbers. I'm not saying it's fraud. I'm not saying there is fraud. I'm saying the system allows fraud to exist by exponential potential.
Elihu,
I cannot have trust in the system because it allows fraud to exist.
Okay. Elihu?
If you guys are not aware, today, Chris Krebs was fired via a tweet. If you're not sure who Chris Krebs is, he was the security official in the Trump administration. He said that there was no glitches or anything. Basically, poll watchers were not allowed, poll watchers, glitches, yada, yada. He said that was not true. They were there. The numbers have been counted accurately, how they have been doing this. And Trump said, no, you lied, you're fired. Just because he's going against what Trump said, he fires him. It's like, wait, this guy was there. He talked to people. He looked at things, and you don't believe him, so you fire him. This is what gets people into speculation. It's like, wait, who do you believe, the White House or the county officials? This is why I want to stir some shit up on this thing. Danny, come on.
I'll say this.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I'm good.
There's no winning this one until we have a system.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna agree with Chris on one things he said. Is the amount of people that would have to do this fraud for it to change anything? You know what I mean? It's like it would have to be majority of the people that voted. Like,
no, it doesn't.
Absolutely, bro.
No,
absolutely.
Anzo,
because
it only takes the right people. I'll say one sentence, and you can rip me a new one. I get what you're saying. It would if the fraud was at voter level, it would take a huge fraud for it to come through. Is that what you're basically saying?
Yes.
It would take a huge percentage of people if the fraud was at the voting level.
Yes.
It would take a whole lot less if the fraud was a few steps up. Because the higher you go, one person is responsible for millions of votes. It's a pyramid.
It would be, but you got to understand, with all the people that are counting the votes, you know how much people would have to be in on it.
Mm-hmm.
I used to work for a company. I do IT. I do IT for a company. Let me tell you something. If I wanted to turn a company upside down, it only took me.
Yeah, but you're talking about a company, and we're talking about billions of people.
It's all the same. It's all the base. It's all relative. It's all the same thing. They work off the same structure. Though it's a pyramid.
Random batches, counted by hand, put in the machine, and match up. That's what they do.
They only hire. This is why when you work at 7-Eleven or you work at KFC, and you start realizing that they hire less and less people because they know one person can do the job of 5, and then all of a sudden, when all the saving money is done, you're the one person that's on the top of that pyramid. And it only takes that one person to poison the hot dogs and kill 20 people. It's the same concept, man. It only takes one person to be in the right place at the right time. And all of a sudden, millions of votes don't matter. It's possible.
I'm just saying, well, I'll find out in the future. I personally think Trump just trying.
And if you want a real election, Project Prometheus.
Oh,
we would have known. We would have known already and had trusted numbers.
Hey, wait.
Saw with that comment.
Wait.
The last word.
Chris, go ahead.
LDG is not theoretically wrong. I don't like the way. I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the way that our voting system is set up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It is outdated. It is archaic at times, and there needs to be something better. Unfortunately, what?
Unconfirmable, dependable.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that he's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, again, the numbers. And again, here's another thing about this. Again, they got Republicans and Democrats sitting there watching it. And again, the amount of people that have to be a part of this, that have to look the other way. And it just seems astronomical.
Yeah,
I mean, Trump's going to.
That's what they're betting on.
I know, but Trump's going to fight until there's nothing to fight for, and he has every right to do so. Mm-hmm. So those people who are bitching about him doing it, I'm sorry, it is his right.
Absolutely. But I also think that because I watching a little speech that he did before we close up, he was kind of talking about the future, and he said the administration or whatever administration is going to be there. So I think people are telling him in his ear, like, listen, it's over. So we'll see what happens. I don't know, but I'm Canadian, so I could care less.
Hey, lucky you.
Yeah, nuclear football, I would care a little bit more.
Anto,
yes.
I need to say something in the chat. Casparius, I can express a couple words. There are enough Biden haters and BLM types that are willing to mess up things that they happen to get into the right spot. It's interchangeable, dude. Both sides say the exact same things, and they interchange the words, man.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
With that being said, guys,
no hate. I just got to add that, okay? No hate, dude.
Going for 1:30. We're going to close it up. I know Danny already turned off his camera over there. And
Love you, Danny.
Should have phantom.
No hard feelings, brother.
But it's okay. I know why he didn't want to talk about the topic.
It's cool. I get him.
He gets a pass. So Danny, tell the people about your channel, brother.
I am Danny Graham, aka Comic Chat. Several shows on the YouTube. Also, you can reach me on Twitter, Comic Chats 2. Last night, we did a second week of our top 50 villains. Next week, we'll be doing 30 through 21, if I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. Tomorrow night, we'll be on Chris's channel, which will be the Rule of Three. Should be very interesting. 3 good topics, 3 good questions. So please catch it. That'll be at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Later on this week, you can catch us on Square One, All Sports Topic. And then again on Sundays, we'll be reviewing the great Roy Clark, guitar soloist.
So, nice.
Please tune into that.
Nice.
And thanks again, man. Great conversation, man. I enjoy every week with you guys.
Not a problem. And you know what, Danny? Tomorrow for Rule of 3, I'm going to put a Trump question in there.
Oh, God.
I want to let you know that I do not allow political questions on my show.
Wait. Comic, did you vote for Kanye West?
For who?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You were gonna say one last thing, Danny?
I forgot now, but oh yeah, no, I'm sorry, I got it now.
Damn.
Sunday. I don't want to take away of Chris' thunder, but please catch the Mandalorian table. Very, very intense conversations on there. I really enjoy it because I'm a big fan of the Mandalorian. Some are not, but catch that on Sundays.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I threatened to check out, but I'll never check out a Star Wars. Chris Knight, tell the people about your channel.
Yeah, the Real Review 3000 is, of course, my main channel, and there's, of course, Chaos Central. I started it for good conversations like this. And tomorrow night we have the Rule of 3 with no political or religious questions involved.
Listen.
And then I have plenty of shows on my own channel: the Weekly Rumble, the Weekly Wrap Up, the Gospel According to Chris, do gaming streams, music reviews, the Unmasking the Masked Singer, have a new one of that tonight. All sorts of stuff, guys. I'm just running all over the place, doing as much as I possibly can. And yeah, again, Anzo, I do like what you're doing with this.
I appreciate it, man.
All right, man.
You know, I do. JJ, you're up. JJ is not up.
Yeah, I'm up.
Okay, JJ is up.
I'm up.
You have to let out that last puff before you unmuted your mic, eh? I know.
Right?
Yeah. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy JJ. You can find me a little bit everywhere, but mainly you can find me on my channel Monday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern, for randomness at its finest. It's random panel, random topic situation. Come by, check it out. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff that goes with it. You know, ring the bell, ding, ding, and do that on all these guys, man. Go and check out every one of these channels. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit that bell if you haven't. Let them, let you know when they get new content out. It's called a community, man. Let's support one another. And you can find me on Twitter at Sithlord3827. Sometimes I tweet, sometimes I retweet, sometimes I don't. It's a lottery. Come check it out. Thanks for having me, guys. I had a blast.
No problem. Mr. Pickles, you are up next.
Anzo, great show tonight. We pulled it for what? It was an extra half an hour that we were able to pull out of great entertainment.
34 minutes.
If you guys loved what we do tonight, man, I'm telling you.
Hell yeah.
What?
Hell yeah.
What? Hell yeah.
It never gets old, bro. LDG Pixels in the house, guys, Monday through Friday, usually around 11 between 12 and the noon, 11 a.m. to 12 in the noon Eastern Standard Time. I'm here to help the community, guys. In a world where you have to go to like Geek Squad and spend $300 to say, that was easy. Hit me up, guys. Any tech issues, computer problems, you own a Mac. Anything at all, hit me up, guys. That's what I'm doing. LDG Pixels. And also recently I've been hitting up some interesting tech news, like why owning a Mac basically means you're naked on the net. 2, on Pixelate, my secondary channel, which is most likely more of an entertainment channel. Pixelate, that's the one with the blue. It looks like a blue vortex. I got to think of a better name so I can say that faster. We do the waiting room, where I guarantee to be only slightly better than watching paint dry. Place to hang out with is no one else streaming. We promote channels that deserve it, and I kick you out. I say, hey, go watch these people. And when they're done, come back and chill in the waiting room, guys. We have open panels. We have watch parties. We have open topics. You can say whatever the hell you want and, have some fun, guys. But I'm always available for tech service. If you guys have any issues at all, hit me up on LDG Pixels. And this Friday, we'll be doing my final, and I'll be retiring my championship belt until this happens. Friday, 1 chip challenge with level 12 hot sauce, calculated over 7 million Scoville. I will be doing that 1 chip challenge this Friday on Elihu-Who's channel, in which Elihu and Jedi Bill will be taking it. Yes, I will blow them out of the water, but we'll see if Elihu or Jedi Bill actually last longer. We're going to be having some fun, guys. Check it out.
Excellent. Thank you.
I will be sitting here with no indigestion and being perfectly fine. Thank you.
Elihu, you are up next, my friend.
I am Elihu-Who. I can be found everywhere and nowhere at the same time, and sometimes in between. But every Wednesday at 12 noon Pacific time, yes, I can be found live on YouTube on my own show called What's Up with the Universe, where we talk astronomy, cosmology, and basic astrophysics. Tomorrow, the topic is probes. Not the alien kind, not the kind that happened to Cartman, but where they are, what they went, who made them, why they did. So tune in tomorrow. And like I said, Pickles, champion here. Tomorrow, 1 chip challenge. Everybody, 1 chip challenge, champion.
Bring it. Okay. And remember, guys, subscribe and hit that bell.
That's right, guys. Like I said, subscribe to everybody on the panel. Their links and descriptions are in the description box on YouTube. Again, I do appreciate everybody that comes in and hangs out with me.
Oh, sorry, I didn't put a Vigo in the show. Sorry.
It's okay. Every Tuesday, you know what I mean? I do appreciate it. I do appreciate everybody that was in the chat watching. Once again, guys, thank you once again. All the love and I have for you guys is amazing. So I do appreciate it again. But with that being said, we are cutting it off. Good night, people.